First of all, how October the 7th hit for you? What did you feel like? Was it a surprise? Tell us about that.
Michael, unfortunately, the 7th of October wasn't a surprise for me. I actually have I had a show I attended in April 2023, which is about 6 months before the 7th of October. And in that show, on a live broadcast on Channel 13 in Israel, I said very clearly that if we do not allow the IDF to speak the language of the Middle East to the terrorists and to their supporters, we're going to be in a big, big problem. And the further we push dealing with those terrorists like we should, it's going to be, or the pay will be much more higher. And then the 7th of October came, and we saw what we paid. It's an unbelievable event that happened in Israel, a catastrophe, a disaster. There's no other way to describe this. Where the terrorist organization Hamas infiltrated, invaded Israel, killed Arabs and Jews, kidnapped Arabs and Jews. Until today, we're talking 9 months later. We have 120 hostages in Gaza. Among them, Arabs as well, Arab Israelis. And in fact, Aisha and Bilal, who was released on November 2023 in the first deals that we had with Hamas, their father is still in captivity. They got released, but their father is still captive in Gaza. So all this, it struck me because it's not easy to hear that 1,200 Israelis, Arabs and Jews, were murdered brutally by the terrorist organization Hamas. And it's not easy to look and see how they invaded us and how they even managed to, for a few hours, to conquer some of our buildings, and the police building, for instance, and some of even the kibbutzim. It really hurts you in the heart. Michael, people asked me, when did you realize that we are not going to lose? And I said, actually, on the 8th of October. And so everybody's saying, so what happened on the 8th of October, literally a day after? And I said that on the 8th of October, when we wake up and we saw that there is 130% enlistment to the reserves on duty, at that moment, I understood they will not beat us. And here we go, 9 months later, Israel still exists, but we have a lot of job to do ahead of us. We need to release all our hostages as soon as possible, and we must eliminate the terrorist organization Hamas. And Michael, let me be clear, it's not only to maintain or to keep the security of the Israeli citizens, both Arabs and Jews, but also to free the Palestinians from the terrorist organization Hamas that actually persecute them, doesn't allow them freedom of religion, freedom of speech. So if you actually want to fight for the Palestinians, you need to be on the side of Israel. You need to fight against Hamas. But it's so sad to see that they're actually fighting against Israel with the terrorist organization Hamas, and actually talking the narrative and echoing the narrative of a terrorist organization. This is something that I cannot understand. It's besides from hypocrisy and being brainwashed, and also, of course, being a bit idiots.